Oh, another aid request. I'm going to put more votes into this one, 4 this time, because I learned my lesson last time. I can't believe it didn't go through. I've never seen an aid request rejected. Okay, this time everyone wants in. Is Germany in on it, though? No, Germany's not in on it. Oh, that makes me feel much better about everything. Germany really were the main competitor on that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Another market. That means we can get a trade route going. As many trade routes as we can. That's the aim here. That's totalitarianism, though, which means we've actually just unlocked the next level of government, which means I get another inspiration as well as some envoys and 2 trade routes. Excellent. Oh, this is going to make us so much more powerful. Total war is still very important. Logistics is still very important. Force modernization, yep, I still am using that quite a lot. Republican legacy is good. I also need monarchic legacy because of the diplo favor it's giving me as well as the housing. Raj is pretty useful. Triangular trade is still probably one of the better options just in terms of the raw gold it gives me, but I probably could take something more interesting like liberalism to keep me happy. 5-year plan is always a good one as well. Probably should be putting stuff like that in. Economic union. Actually, no, economic union gives me production. I've got a lot of shipyards now appearing in my nation, so we'll do that. Let's also do military research in order to get a bit more science from my Renaissance walls. We actually build units a lot quicker now, and I've got a bit more attack power. Bit more defense power as well. People forget that element of fascism, but it means my units aren't going to get killed quite as quickly, which is pretty handy. Let's just keep pillaging. 400 gold from that pillage. Don't mind if I do. And actually, this is a great opportunity now to pick up traders in a couple of the cities that I haven't already got. I've also got 4 trade routes to city-states. So I'm actually going to just make sure that I get the most out of those by picking Kamasi up. I think this is going to stop Germany from getting anywhere near as much culture per turn. A good little steal for me. Yeah, good chunk of culture. If I can find a trade route to a city-state. Yeah, here we go, look, it's worth 8 culture per turn. It's a little bonus, but little bonuses sometimes make a big difference. Oh, I'm never gonna get tired of these trade routes. Look at it in all its glory, and I'm getting them in every new city. It just means there's like a base production level in all of my cities. Wonderful. Mongolia are fighting back, but again, they're not really doing too much to me. Until they increase their range strength, there's not much they can do. There's a lot of pike and shot armies, though. I need to get some sort of strong melee unit to come and deal with all of these, because my pike and shots are not countering them crazy well. Industrial era, though. Oh, I'm so excited about this era. This is going to be brilliant. Make dedication, normal age for Mongolia, dark age for Suleiman. That could be very important for me. Reform coinage is more useful if I've got loads of international trade routes. I think I'm actually going to go to arms because that production towards military units will stack with my fascism bonus. We can get ourselves a lot of planes, like a lot of planes. But as mentioned, Secret Society can be promoted now. We can get some relics of the void. This is really important and very good when you've got cities on the border like this one from Edrin that could flip to me. The loyalty is there. This is basically now a 3 city. So all of my faith per turn is now going to get put into this. 80 for a cultist? Ha 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 ha. No, 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 no. I'm going to get a few of these. Yeah, yes, of course, it's really cheap because of the military academy. Oh, right. Well, we'll start to spawn those out. We can get Relics of the Void. Relics of the Void obviously are going to stack with our religion. We can get triple faith and tourism from them. Oh, it's going to be brilliant. I always find with wars like this, the best thing to do is to throw all of your economy behind one thing. And this war is absolutely the thing. So I just bought myself another cavalry corps, army actually, I should say, which is going to really help to push through the front lines. But this is where my gold is going at the moment, just more troops to the front line. It's 1,000 every time, but these things will pillage far more than 1,000 gold in their lifetime. I don't mind spending my money on them at all. So I managed to lose that random city on the north coast, but that's not a problem. We don't mind that at all. What I can do is remove the walls from my first target city, and as you can see, all the walls come down fast after that point. I have a pike and shot that can make its way through. I have a cavalry that can be dispensed into this direction as well. So we're going to go 1 and then 2, like so. Taking the city. That is a big pickup as well. Just remember to do this with the food. Stop it from starving itself. The problem with starving cities is they actually lose loyalty because of it. So just kind of lock in a town. There we go. Like, it's not starving anymore. And I gained 3 loyalty per turn from that. So it's just weird, some of the mechanics in Civ you just never see and why it does that. But there we go. Actually, I know why it does it. It's because Deity gets such a huge food bonus. They don't work all the tiles. So the city comes working like really weird tiles when you take it over, because it would have been fine under Deity, but is obviously not fine under you. Anyway, that's the first little conquest. And as you can see, this city now is coming along nicely as well. So we'll just keep working on this one. And suddenly, that's the Mongolian capital. This is pre-planes as well. We are actually doing a really, really good job. Behind the scenes, my military engineers are building an amazing supply corridor between all of my high production military targets. And what we will be doing very soon is making that railway to the front line. And also through this direction as well, just so we can escort the units right to the front. I'm also using Taruga's territory to get the Crusade bonus, which I always love doing this. I'm not even stood in enemy territory. This is technically a friendly city-state, but the game's just like, yeah, sure, go for it. And I think I'll take this city back, please. Thank you so much. Don't you disobey me again. Hello, Ottomans. Have -10 loyalty. Yeah, this is absolutely going to be a lot of fun. And all of my spare faith per turn, by the way, is going into Renaissance walls. There comes a point where you can no longer build them. As soon as you get steel, all of the walls you've got at that point, you can't pray them into existence because the steel walls come up and replace everything. So I'm kind of making sure that I get all of these walls now. Up to 47 favor per turn. Each wall gives me more science as well. So that's why we're up to 300 science per turn at the moment. Very handy. Oh, Mexico City. That's a good city-state. That's a really good city-state. That makes my industrial zones, water parks, entertainment complexes range a lot more. Range a lot more? Spread a lot more in range. So we should absolutely do that. I just realized I haven't looked at the next set, by the way, of quests. These are all things I want to do. Mogadishu and... Yeah, actually, look, there are city-states that want my religion. That's fine. I don't mind spreading my religion at all. Just keep firing. It's working. It's working. Actually, speaking of, that is another city next to this volcano. There's some really good tiles on this city, which is quite surprising. Lots of eruptions in this area, clearly. This bombard needs healing, but always have a look at XP before you're about to heal. Just by moving onto this hill and with the observation balloon, just taking a pot shot at that pike shot, that's enough experience to now promote next turn. So there was no point actually sitting there healing the unit. I might as well have just attacked like I did. So yeah, works well. That's so many units. Mongolia are very much creating a sort of defensive core around me at the moment, but that's fine. But they're not going to enjoy is that I can just sort of spring a field cannon army at them very soon. Just do a little bit of trading. And I might be able to get a bit of gold in order just to buy a field cannon army from scratch. There you go, like that. Well, bam! 77 range strength, that will help me to disintegrate enemy units. Just keep buying units, don't ever let up. Pillaging is always worth it. It's like an extra turn worth. I never rush sanitation, but I'm going to, because I want medics. Actually, using medics and sticking them on like tiles that I'm defending means that my units will heal so much quicker. I never use support units anywhere near as much as I should. So this is kind of like a little mission this game, is to actually make sure I'm using them properly. Has my apostle arrived yet? Oh, pretty much arrived. Right, come on. Go get killed. Sacrifice yourself for the greater good. Oh no, I lost a bombard to a field cannon army. That was one with a double promotion. Oh, that is slightly frustrating. Field cannon armies. Okay, we need to expect now that the Mongolian city attacks are a lot stronger. They have just leveled them up very effectively. That is not good. Luckily for us, we can just knock these city walls down before they get too much impact on me, and I can actually rush kill this city, I believe, with my Ursa. Let's just quickly get one more pillage in to get sanitation. Then we'll go for one shot. Ursa in, take the city. There we go. Look at that, with a synthetic materials boost, we've taken the city. It's all good. I'll work to get myself a couple of medics next turn. There's a lot of things that I'm waiting to chain up here. Radio will be finished when I finish a national park. Conservation will appear once I've got a neighborhood. The neighborhood is finishing next turn. So like I'm chaining a lot of stuff up just to make sure I don't lose out on anything. I am so far behind Babylon. Every single boost that I can get hold of has to be taken in full. Look at that. My first Relic of the Void as well. Beautiful. This is what we like to see. These are cheap. These are really cheap. I should be able to get all 16 pretty quick. And I believe, yeah, look at that. They're worth 36 tourism per turn. I don't get any religious tourism from anyone. It's a really, really lacking point in my empire, but it doesn't matter. We'll do well. It'll be fine. Just get medieval walls and then Renaissance walls. Look at this. I know I'm getting excess grievances, I know I'm getting carbon emissions, but if I keep putting Renaissance walls in every city, eventually I will just, like, the game will just give me a positive income. It won't be able to stop me. Germany has 600 tourism per turn and 1,300 culture per turn. That's frightening. They're getting a lot of tourism here. I've got to keep working on my culture. Oh, what just died? Oh, that was the pike and shot. I thought a pike and shot might die. That's okay. Geneva. I feel like Geneva would be useful in a game where I wasn't at war all the time. But what can you do? There's the neighborhood. There's conservation, electricity, professional sports. It's all clicking into gear now. Let's just finish up on conservation. Stadiums. Stadiums is a big one for me. I really, really, really want stadiums as soon as I can get them. I'm going to get economics as well over there. As soon as I get Mexico City on side as well, it means that I can pretty much put one aquatic center down in my capital, and it normally has a range of 9, which goes up by 3, so that's the range. But it'll give me pretty much every city will get 3 amenities. It's huge. I have some stadiums ready to go as well, so yeah, looking forward to that. Absolutely looking forward to that. Have another Dream Eater. Ooh, lovely. Tasty dreams. Yum, 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 yum. But anyway, we keep getting the cultists, and I should have enough next time for a national park. That'll help me to boost in certain directions. If I can kill myself on this missionary as well, there's a cutting sword. Every relic. Remember, relics give me 20% of their faith in all of the other fun yields like science, culture, and gold. It's stuff that you can't say no to. Oh, one of my Void Singers just got killed outside of usual action. Oh, yes, because this city's just flipped. There you go. You see, that works nicely. Oh, I'll send my cultists into the sea now. It's probably quicker to flip the city like that. But yep, that's going to flip to me now, which is wonderful. I just need to see if there's any more easy targets. Oh, actually, these cities on the edge may be easy targets. There's probably more that we can do. The Ottomans the only Dark Age? They are, alas. Well, my units are now in range of another load of Bombards, though. It takes time. These assaults are costly in terms of time, but it's okay, because my depredation cavalry has finally made its way in, which is lovely. Is that... the entertainment complex is still ready to be pillaged more. That's a good sign. Just using these things to heal my units up. If my cavalry pillage faster, then they get killed. And of course, I can just keep pillaging. Appeal. Where can I build a national park? There's got to be something in my conquered territory. In fact, actually, there's loads of coal down here. We'll come back to that in a second. Oh yeah, down in this little edge of the screen. Okay, there's a naturalist. You can go and make yourself a national park down in this corner. A few more amenities in my nation. That is a lovely thing, but it's just the boost I'm after. Everything else is gravy. 1 in Mexico, 1 in Geneva, and hey presto, we have 2 more city-states on side, as well as some more builders in my capital. These builders just don't know what to be doing with themselves. They really don't. But there's a ski resort. Actually, that's not a bad thing to put down. Put down ski resorts. National park. Not only does it give me tourism, but it also gives me era score. A boosted tech and amenities. Oh yeah, right. Now we'll go straight to advanced flight. Where is my aluminium? 1 is straight under that theatre square. Good start. Oh, thank goodness I didn't give this city up. That's 3 sources of aluminium. Oh my lord, that is ridiculous. And there's 1 there as well. Oh, yes, please. Thank you. So, I mean, we've got nanotech boosted already, but this is just 1 builder. 1 builder to rule them all. Off you come. Come on. So that will give us enough aluminium at the very least for 10 planes. 10. I mean, I don't need more than 10. 10 is way more than I need. I love it. Oh, well, we might as well celebrate by boosting our way to advanced flight as quick as we can. You ready for this? I think this is a power plant. It is. And pillage, 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 pillage. That's 1,000 science and 3 turns worth of tech in 1 pillage rush. You love to see it. Oh, don't you love capturing a city then immediately throwing Renaissance walls up in there? Oh, it's lovely stuff. Up to 52 diplomatic favor per turn. That's pretty cool. Oh, Germany's actually built U-boats. I mean, it is in a 2-tile lake, but it is a U-boat, you know. So it's something. Oh, what just died? Oh, a pike and shot. It's okay. Pike and shot are the most easily replaced of all of our units. Not that I'm incredibly brutal, but I absolutely am. It means nothing to me. Mongolia's capital is almost entirely surrounded. I've got my northern army and my southern army linked up. Bombards are raining shells down, still taking forever, but advanced flight now is not far off. Just keep pillaging. That's the main way we're going to take advantage of this situation. And in my capital, there's the aquarium. I just need the aquatic center now. It's about $2,000, but everything will be so happy. I finally got my grove, by the way. Yay! I mean, my idea for a grove is ruined by the presence of this aluminium, but I'm very happy that it's there nonetheless. It's good to have finished a project. These medics are very, very handy. Yeah, I'm just keeping a city under siege, which means my bombards are slowly whittling down my health. But, oh yeah, medics. People underestimate their usefulness. You actually have a look at them. I think it's plus 20 healing, which is a huge amount. Like, it really does add up. Very much would always recommend the use of medics. Even better are supply convoys later. Healing and movement, well, it basically just means all of your siege units can move and fire, which is pretty cool. There's another shard of glory. Troops are merely passing by. Don't worry about it. I heard something flip. Something disappear? Oh, yes, the city. That's fine. My alliances have all expired, and I'm trying to work out what the best options for me are here. If I declare war on the Ottomans right now, that's it. It's World War, because I have alliance level 2. Congo is also level 2, as is Germany. Babylon is not. Babylon would be fair game, as would Ethiopia and Georgia. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to commit to friendship with the Ottomans. Will you please join back in with this war? They will. Okay, perfect. That means I can get the military alliance back up with them, like so. That is a wonderful thing. Anyone with a level 2 ally, we've kind of committed to roundabout now. Like, this is not a problem. We might as well just run with it. So Germany, yeah, you are going to be very lucky. They paid me a huge amount of money for a cultural alliance last time. Oh yeah, look at that. 41 gold per turn. They are just flush with money. I think that's the big thing. Babylon and Georgia, though, they could be my next targets. I mean, Babylon absolutely would love to take them on, and bombers will help me to do that nicely. And Georgia is sort of the next logical route from there. I don't know whether to let those expire or not. I think I can't discount the idea of going to war with Babylon, so we will. I mean, I can Golden Age war them anytime, so I'll keep friends with them. In 30 turns, am I going to realistically be at war with Georgia? It would be optimistic. Tell you what, though, I'd love to go to war with Ethiopia, because these missionaries are impossible. Sorry, they are terrifyingly annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna keep Georgia on side for now, and we'll let Babylon expire. Just one person at a time joining in. The siege of Mongolia's capital, however, must continue. It must continue. Oh, the walls are almost gone. That is so much more effective than I could have possibly hoped for. That's wonderful. In fact, actually, that just needs a nudge. A barest nudge. Let's just fire that. Yep, look, the walls are gone. Oh my lord, we could take the capital this turn. We could. And most importantly, we must. I'm going to pillage that tile first before I do that. But yeah, let's just take it. That's a huge pickup for me. Oh, the spy. Yeah, I always forget about the spy. I really should have put another spy in the other end. But never mind. How many turns to go back to Mongolia? Quite a few. Okay, you know what? I'm going to just gamble on the fact that it's probably going to be Babylon I'm fighting next. Go to Babylon. Like, it'll be fine. And what is the diplomatic visibility penalty now? Oh, nothing. It's only on units it works on. No, it can't be. Oh no, it's even Stevens. We are totally even now. That's interesting. Okay, well maybe I should get another spy. That's what I should do. Oh well, new city. Hello. Welcome to all of the new walls that we literally pray up from existence. Oh, here we go though. Aquatic center in my capital. Bam. Good chunk of era score, but that is going to make everyone very happy. And I like a very happy civ. 20% bonus yields on everything. You can't throw this sort of stuff away. It's far too effective. Candy. I mean, that would have been useful earlier in the game, but never mind. Oh, my cavalry are being hit very hard, but this is where, luckily Mongolia have put so many farms and entertainment complexes down. I can just heal all day. Alhambra as well over there. That's another military policy slot. With that, I could probably think about moving to communism, maybe? Moving away from fascism? Although, there are a couple of fascism cards that would be pretty handy. Advanced flight, turn 175. I mean, look at these yields. I feel so inept. Like 1,400 culture for Germany, 800 Ethiopia, and Babylon are both on 700 science per turn. I feel like I'm not keeping up, even though I'm playing really well. I really enjoy Deity++. Like, I know I keep saying it, but the additional level of difficulty the AI is given, it just really helps you to feel like if you don't play well, you will lose. And I don't feel like that is often a thing in Civ. Oh, let's dip into computers quickly. More tourism, which is wonderful, but drones is amazing. And I can throw some seawalls up quickly, which again, I need. It feels like a bit of a waste of faith, but seawalls around at least my important cities will help a lot. Black Goat's Horn, lovely. Yeah, I mean, look, it's so evil. It's like I'm almost dead, but nope, I'm pretty much full health now. Same with this. Just move the cavalry and heal. It keeps Mongolia entirely distracted whilst I move all my bombards around and get into like nice firing positions. Fire, 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 fire. Okay, so that city is going to be worked on nicely now. Gold pillaging is suddenly my priority again. Without the pillaging of the old gold, what are we going to do? And I've got some good gold towers to pillage down there, but every time that I get a bunch of gold now, we're going to be building some planes. Just bombers. Bombers everywhere. Bombers, bombers, bombers. Best bit about finding aluminium and bombers though is that suddenly my niter is not worth anything to me. I've been hoarding onto this for ages and ages and ages, but no more do I need to. Right, where was the closest aerodrome? Oh, weirdly, over here, right on the front line. Perfect. Bomber, 2,240 gold. Worth every penny. Not the first air unit though. Again, always worrying when you don't get that achievement. You sort of have to think, uh-oh, where is everyone? Well, the barbarians have ironclads as well. Quick retreat into the sea. Oh, my pillaging units are taking quite a bit of damage from these attacks. Oh, that's why. Ah, the religion has actually left this city over there. I need some more apostles on the front line. Oh, well, we'll absolutely deal with that. In other news, there's the city from Istanbul, from the Ottomans. Edirene. It's really good. It's really good. 11 population right next to their capital and with a bunch of decent districts as well. This is great. We're only 3.5 loyalty in Istanbul. Oh man, that's good. That's within a loyalty boost or two. You know what? We're actually going to start putting pressure now on Istanbul. Even if I don't claim it immediately, I mean, doesn't matter really, does it? We can just do the damage now. Oh man, okay, these cultists don't know how to move. That's okay. We don't mind that. Actually, is there an ability to buy them slightly closer? Yeah, there is. Like, anywhere with a military academy is good. 160 faith for a cultist. That is far too cheap. I love it. Absolutely love it. Oh, and it even came with a Renaissance wall. Perfect stuff. I'm suddenly losing 8 per turn from carbon, 5 from a capital, 1 from excess grievances, so minus 14, and we're still on plus 43. It's essential that I get Renaissance walls everywhere I can right now. Not only of the tourism that it gives me, but it is just pretty much the sole use, the sole way, I should say, of getting diplomatic favor apart from pagodas, which I can do. But just to make this a little spicier, I was producing traders in random cities. In fact, actually, I'm going to make sure that this city gets itself a trader. I'll put some food into this city by sending a trader route to my capital. We'll keep boosting the food. And I don't think we can do a project here, but maybe I'll get an entertainment complex and start pressing even more. Fire the bombard once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, but none of that really matters because now I have a bomber that can fire with 115 strength because of the fascism benefit. Oh, that's pretty good, isn't it? Again, though, just make sure we've done all the pillaging that was going to do. Oh, is that a ley line there? I think it might be. Or there's something on that tile. Maybe uranium on that tile, something I can't see. I don't know. I think we can all just assume that it's something I probably want. But there's Korla. I'm not going to take Mongolia out of the game. I think I might leave them a couple of cities to the south. Namely, I want to trade with them and keep getting tourists. Later into the game, when we want a tourism victory, it's going to be very important that we have a Mongolia on side that follows my religion. We don't want anyone being knocked out of this game. Not at all. With all of my pillaged gold as well. Here's bomber number 2. Oh no, I just sold all my aluminium. Whoops. Oh man, I keep forgetting you got to keep like at least 1 aluminium. Can I just buy 1, please? There you go, just for a favor. Thank you so much. Right, now I can buy a second bomber. I could buy fighters. I mean, a couple of fighters would probably be quite handy, but at this rate, I just don't think it's worth it. Cold War means we can now build naval units a lot quicker, but I'm just going to keep going towards the really good civics now. We'll keep heading in that direction. I just lost the Hajj Sphere, which is a bit annoying, but I did get the Statue of Liberty, which is 4 diplomatic victory points. Huzzah! Basically stops the AI from picking them up, which is the main thing. So we are just getting more and more diplomatic victory points. I noticed that the aid request that I'm on, annoyingly, even though Georgia is no longer the target and Germany isn't on it anymore, but look at, yeah, Georgia's now giving the money back to Babylon. So it's already at 3,000. We're probably going to have to do about 6,000 gold or so, I reckon. It's not going to be very nice. Cultist time around Istanbul, though. Look at all of these extra relics. Yes. Yes, there's a third one this turn. Oh, wow, we had a lot of cultists that were right on the edge of being finished there. That's awesome. Okay, well, our faith per turn is starting to really spiral now, which is very, very reassuring. Bombards are all now starting to fire on Mongolia's new adopted capital with Alhambra. But again, this damage is not important. It's the bomber damage now that is by far better for us. Actually, I reckon next turn we should be able to steal this city, which is a lovely thing. Alright, we're back in voting, and some more difficult ones on this particular one. Sovereignty is whether or not you want to trade with city-states. Now, traditionally, the AI doesn't really vote very heavily on this. So what I'm going to do is figure out which city-state works best for us. Looks like there are quite a lot of scientific city-states, a fair amount of trade to do. It's actually a pretty even split. So where are our trade routes going? 2 to science. So for us, that's better. Normally the AI only puts 1 vote in for this one, so I suggest we put in like 6. Should be enough. Patronage is difficult though. AI loves to ban people more than earning double points. I have often found as well, AI tends to vote towards great people that have had less taken because there's more available. So you can see Nelson and Shelley are both from the industrial era, and you've got Mal who's from the Renaissance era. As are musicians. You very rarely see musicians banned. AI really likes banning admirals and writers. Those are the 2 it really likes to ban. I want to limit Germany more than I want to limit anyone else. So I'm going to go for writers over admirals. But what I'm going to do is throw pretty much my entire diplomatic weight behind this vote in an attempt to try and force it through. So we can put 7 votes in on this, 12 votes in on Great Writer, and then I will join the Nobel Prize in Literature. Why not? Let's see if this has worked. It looks positive, to be fair. So scientific went through, and as we kind of assumed, yeah, the AI just doesn't vote on this one, so we forced that one through nicely. Oh my word, 52 votes on B. Do you see what I mean? People like to ban stuff. I had 12 on Writer. It looks like a few other people voted Writer. Admiral, what did I say? That was the other one. Artist and musician. Huh. So no merchant. Weird. Anyway, Writer always seems to be one that gets banned a lot, but there we go. We're in it. We are generating Writer, Artist, and Musician points. We're probably not going to win this Nobel Prize, but it's not one that gives us diplomatic favor, so we're not too fussed about it. 709 tourism though, that is an improvement. We are now gaining, I would say, 2 foreign tourists a turn. That would be good if Germany wasn't earning 16 domestic tourists every turn. We've got a tourism problem. We'll have to deal with that later. As I mentioned before, I don't want steel. Steel is definitely not something I want because steel stops me from building walls, and I want as many walls as I can get. So we're going to go replaceable parts, and I think I'm going to go chemistry. So 3 in line inventory. I think we can get line inventory. We've got a bit of spare. I don't have spare niter. I've been selling all my niter. Never mind. Oh well, maybe my bombards can make short work of this city. Did I lose another unit? Oh, I did lose a cavalry. That wasn't my level 2 cavalry, was it? No, I moved them back, phew. But yeah, this just shows you need to just keep replacing your troops over and over and over. Oh yeah, no, I think we can get this city. Look at that, 11 population, easy take. Beautiful. How many cities has Mongolia got left? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I reckon we're going to take these 2. I might leave them these 2. As I said, I want them still in the game, but I don't mind if they're trapped in the tundra. Of all of the places to be, that's probably safest for us, so I might leave them there. 1 bomber strike on that city, a second one. Oh yeah, that's pretty brutal. These bombers have definitely sped up my assault on Mongolia now. Yeah, as I say, oh, there's some coal in that city. Good. I could even leave them this city, but it's good access to the coast, so I think we'll go and try and take it as well. And Alhambra has been taken. It's got to be third alternative. Extra culture, bit of extra gold. I have all of the wrong economic policies. I really, really do. I really want 5-year plan back. I kind of want my campus abilities back. Yeah, one day we'll switch to a better government, but for now, this is fine. Horatio Nelson! Ah, the old Norfolk boy in me likes to see Nelson. There you go, a little bit of a local hero for us. Just like Boudica. Some really cool, like, random British and general United Kingdom sort of famous people that from this county. Beautiful stuff. Oh, look at all this loyalty pressure we're dishing out. The city is officially on 0. It would be amazing if we could pick it up. It's got the entirety of this wonder. I mean, look at the borders. They're crazy. So I might just let this city fall from Mongolia naturally. Let's make peace. I'd rather actually spend my time moving my army to the Babylonian front line. That's where we needed more. Actually, I can just ask for 2 of their cities and they'll give them to me. Oh, I love that. That's so cute. Actually, that means that we're going to obviously receive 2 more cities from Mongolia. These 2 southern cities. It means the loyalty in this city is going to be even worse than normal. And actually, if I leave a couple of units near the front line, when it does flip, I can liberate them, get rid of some war weariness, and cause Mongolia to stay there as a permanent little sort of vassal state, which is wonderful. All I need now is to send a trade route there, and we can be super happy. Well, at the very least now, as we look at our glorious empire, and I set up my attack against Malgam, I think that's going to be the next place to attack. And yes, I will treat myself to another bomber. So I've got 4 now. It's just the long task of sending my units back along the railway. Luckily though, I do have a railway, so that should help matters quite a bit. Oh, and also we have drones now. Yay! These have huge line of sight improvements and give +5 combat strength to all the siege equipment next to it. Very handy indeed. And that is bomber number 5. Do I get a fighter? Just so I've got 1 unit that can attack other units? I think I probably will. There you go. 1 fighter, 4 bombers. That'll do. Still though, we generate endless relics in Istanbul. Beautiful. They're getting increasingly annoyed at me because I keep sending what they consider to be military units to their front line. And to be fair, they effectively are military units. I actually understand why the AI would get grumpy at this, but even at 250 in faith, these things are still a bargain. Absolute bargain. Although, I do need to watch, actually. Some of them are being plonked down in cities that don't have my religion. Oh, that's not nice. Don't do that. Come on, we can do better than this. Oh, I'm sat on about 50 faith per turn there. I'm glad I found it. Actually, alas, it feels like a waste of faith. It's not a waste of faith at all. But I should now look to get flood barriers into cities. So we'll start doing that. As not many of my tiles suffer from them, to be honest. It's always when you least expect it, isn't it? It's you have to keep on this sort of stuff. Is there an entertainment complex? There is. So you know what? I'm going to build a water park in Sparta. Actually, no, those tiles are really good. I don't want to do that. I want to do an entertainment complex somewhere that's useless. Like that. Put more pressure on Istanbul. I just need to tip it over the 0 per turn mark and then I can steal the city. And that'll be brilliant. A capital taken without needing to actually go to war with the Ottomans. Oh, Woolen has appeared. That's another city-state. It's another military city-state. Makes my armory even better. And again, just gives me another 3 builder in my capital. Oh, it's 4 charges. Yes, of course. I stole the pyramids. Yay! Quite difficult to steal, aren't they? Pretty big. You'd think I'd be caught sneaking them out of the country, but no, there we go. Oh, this is really annoying. I'm actually going to have to take Raj out briefly to get gunboat diplomacy. And the reason for that is because Taruga has just shut its borders and my railway goes through there. I should probably fix that at some point. That doesn't seem like a very good long-term strategy for my army, having to go through borrowed land like that, but never mind. Alright, the world wants to throw a military emergency my way. Now, there's only a few people that might join in with this, but I'm going to put all of my favour on downvoting it in the hope that it doesn't go through. If it does go through, it's not the end of the world. But I would like war to be something on my own terms. Yeah, there we go. Who was going to vote for it? Babylon was. You see, Mongolia would have joined them in that war and it would have been a bit of a faff. But that is, it was sneaky. Naughty, naughty, Mongolia. No, no, no. By the way, on this Mongolian front, I am leaving a token force. I'm leaving 2 Bombards corps and a Ursa corps, along with a drone. Just for when this city inevitably flips, I'm going to have like an army sat there ready to liberate it. I'm just such a good guy. Like, you know, liberating the city. Was I the one to cause the economic collapse of the civilization by conquering it? I mean, when you think about it logically like that, maybe, but do we really mind? Still more of these relics, however. Isn't this wonderful? Alright, quick little check. Who am I going to declare war on when Babylon comes for me? Vilnius will declare, and that is about it. They have no allies and are hated by the world. Well then, that's not too bad. Denounce and Golden Age War, although I'm just going to go to my ever faithful military ally and say, hey, do you want to join in? You know, for 700 gold, they do. That is a deal. That is 5 combat strength, which is wonderful, and an ally right on the border with Babylon as well. So they're going to be totally split between the two of us. They're not going to know where to go. I also got Ethiopia involved. Germany and Mongolia, they're not super keen. One of the best things about a fighter is that I can deploy it right on the border with Babylon. There you go, and see what's going on. Now they actually have a 1-tile lake battleship in the city. Oh, it's actual air defenses. The meme has come true. Look at that. Perfect. Now I could do some damage with the bombers and start to whittle that away, but you know what? To start with, I think I'll get rid of a couple of these units just to free up a little bit of the land, and we'll take on this encampment. I'm just going to give it a turn. Sometimes if you give it a turn, the battleship will actually sail out into the lake and we can attack. It's a good thing actually we're invading when we are, because Babylon is absolutely building a spaceport. Oh, Ethiopia is actually going to space. They have satellites already. Oh my lord. They're not even the tech leader. They're 7 ahead of me. Currently Babylon is 11 ahead of me. You know what? I've caught up nicely. Slightly worrying how effectively we have caught up. Like, oh dear. Well, that's good timing. My spies arrived as well. Have a listening post. I need a few more spies. I need to level them up actually. I quite like to have a master spy. I mean, these are easy builds, so let's get these in. Actually saying that, the aid request I needed to do some of. I need to focus on getting these aid requests done, because I am a little bit behind and I want those victory points. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalek, Skeptical Bear, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennis, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!